Remakes are common nowadays, with filmmakers putting fresh spins on previously done stories. While some studios take advantage of the cash grab they can be, making me pay for Lion King twice now, Disney. The boys and I will discuss what makes a good remake, plus our review for The Invisible Man, some latest headlines, and Brett runs us through the box office. Let's roll for sound.
Quiet on the set.
Now, I present to you the An Action Pod.
And welcome to In Action, a movie podcast.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Wow.
Yeah. What'd you think?
That was good.
That's pretty good.
Thanks.
Instead of having to write the description.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got it right
guy.
there.
Wow.
Well, as you know, we got quite a bit to discuss. In terms of trailers, we think there's only one which also fits into our theme, which is another remake, which is the Candyman trailer, which we talked about last week, which is being
Remake
produced.
/ sequel / reboot.
All the above.
All of the above.
It's produced by Jordan Peele, but the director, I believe, was Nia
DaCosta.
I think she's a newer filmmaker.
She's done like independent stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's a continuation of the urban legend from those movies. Was it originate from that movie? Do you guys know the Candyman at all?
I know the legend, but
I know John Candy. Man.
Wow.
Thanks, dude.
He said Canadian bacon 5 times and he shows up.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
What's the main actor's name?
Yahya Abdul Mateen II.
Cool. I didn't want to butcher it, so
Cool.
He was Black Manta in Aquaman, and he's slowly popping up. He was in Us as well,
And he was in Watchmen.
and he was great in Watchmen. Yeah,
I know who he was in Watchmen.
Did you watch the whole thing?
No, because I unfortunately got it spoiled, but I'm not gonna reveal it.
Wow. Did you watch it? I know you didn't. You don't need to answer that. Don't need to disappoint me more. I will say, though, it looked pretty good. It's kind of surprising that where this movie originated from, which is just like a bunch of like slasher films from the 90s.
Yeah.
Definitely has like a Get Out, Us, kind of like that more modern like horror vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, Brett.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all right.
There's just so many shows.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
There is a lot. It's great about that show because there's only going to be one season.
Is that confirmed?
Pretty much.
If
It's been called a limited series now for next Ward season.
it makes you feel better, I finished Narcos.
I mean,
I
Yeah.
don't think he cares.
it's cool.
No, yeah. I'm just mentioning stuff that we finished before. you know,
Okay.
something that's past.
Oh, thanks for reminding me of a quick segment real quick.
Oh, yeah.
I want to get back to our segment. Hey, Daniel, did you watch that movie I lent you almost 2 months ago now?
No.
Hey, Daniel, it's funny because you saw Invisible Man twice this weekend, right?
Yes.
You saw Invisible Man twice this weekend, and we saw the second. I saw the first time with you, and your second time. It's funny because I asked you, "Hey, did you watch that movie?" And you said no, and I'm like, "Weird that you watched this movie twice now." And he's like, "I want to watch it," and I'm like, "I don't think you do, Daniel." And he's like, "I'm gonna watch it Monday night." And guess what? Did you watch it Monday night?
No.
He did not watch it Monday night. He did not do that. Anyways, Candyman looks good.
Yeah. Say it 5 times.
Candyman, 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 Candyman.
Oh. He did it.
He did it.
Jordan Peele's gonna pop out.
I don't know. It looks good.
Yeah.
It has like the same kind of like song usage like Us did, where it's kind of making a song you wouldn't
Like a
expect to be
modernized,
creepy.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's out in June, I think.
What did you think, Brett? You saw it?
Didn't see it, Joe?
No.
That's fair.
It looks good.
It looks good. There was another trailer I forgot. It came out today. I'm just gonna give a quick shout out. It's for Connected, which is Sony's new animated movie. It's produced by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who've done Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse and Lego Movie. It's another like 3D animation where it's following this family going on a cross-country trip to take the daughter to college, but in this whole mess of things, there's a robot uprising throughout. So
shit.
it's got Danny McBride voicing. It's got Abby Jacobson, Maya Rudolph, Eric Andre. The animation looked really good from the trailer. It looks like it's going to be pretty funny and a little heartwarming too. So that was it.
Jacobson from
Broad City,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
I totally know who that is.
Do you?
Nope.
I'm trying to think.
Not very good with faces or names.
That's why I'm trying to think of something you may have seen her in.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything.
All right.
Then we'll move on.
We'll move on.
I think it's time to hear some box office numbers. What did you say?
I would say it's about time.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Number 1,
Mm-hmm.
The Invisible Man. 28 million. Almost said 1,000. Number 2, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Speeding through.
16 million. Number 3, Call of the Wild. 13 million. Oh, what? Number 4, My Hero Academia, Heroes Rising, with 5 million. And holy shit, at number 5, still holding strong, Bad Boys for Life at $4 million.
Yeah, that's crazy for Bad Boys. It's almost been 2 months. It's getting close to 2 months at the bout, and it's still in the top 5.
Yeah.
Birds of Prey got knocked out of the top 5 though. And it's surprising that My Hero Academia did well enough to crack the top 5. So
yeah.
I know the first movie that came out like 2 years ago did really well, and I didn't get to see it, and I didn't get to see this one. Big fan of the show. Did not see these movies. So, any other interesting numbers?
Jumanji got knocked out.
Yeah, Jumanji was in there for the
top
longest
10.
time too.
Yeah. Oh, you know Brahms the Boy.
Brahms the Boy too.
Best horror movie this year.
Yeah.
This decade,
This
actually.
decade, even. Yeah, some could say.
Some could.
I have nothing else to say.
The Invisible Man did really well.
It did.
Had a budget of $7 million, and it already kind of is making profits already. So,
Well, Daniel, I mean 4 times that.
yeah. So that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
They did better than projections, I believe. So that's really good too.
And I think word of mouth is going to help it.
Definitely helped. Yeah. So it should do very well for itself. Brett, any takeaways?
Just a quick bummer for Daniel. Emma's still at 1 million.
Is it wide or is it limited?
No, it's still limited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still a bummer.
Still a bummer.
It's fine.
All right.
And that's pretty much it.
And that's
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
I only have a couple news headlines that I picked out. So a couple big ones though, at least. Let me just find it in my notes. James Mangold to take over for Indy 5. Steven Spielberg has stepped
he's
down.
in talks. Or is it official?
James, I don't know. To be honest, I saw the headline, Daniel, and I wrote it down. Anyways.
God damn it.
Antonio Banderas joins Uncharted movie.
In talks.
And Emperor Palpatine is in talks to be a clone for Star Wars. So
In talks only.
in talks only.
Yeah.
That's all the headlines I got. So I could probably talk about all
We can
three.
probably talk about all 3.
So let's start with who's in talks first. James Mangold for Indy 5. Not confirmed, Daniel? Do you have
That's
more
what
to
I
say?
read. I
Okay.
just when the news broke out, I read that he was being considered and that they were gonna approach him.
Interesting.
So I don't think it's official yet because he had someone posted screenshots of other news that broke in the last 2 years of him working on other projects.
Mm-hmm.
So they're saying is he gonna put, because it's 4 different projects, so he's is he gonna put these on hold to take over for this, or what's the deal? But yeah.
All right. It's interesting that Spielberg stepped down from that. You know, he's directed all of them, and you would think he maybe want another shot after Crystal Skull, even. You know, unless he doesn't want to deal with that.
Boy.
The possible backlash. But Mangold's been proving himself as a great director, so
Yeah, Mangold, he's really good, and he has a really good reputation
maybe he can add some
for being really nice. So
maybe some new life into the franchise. I mean, Harrison Ford.
maybe that's what it needs.
So
Shia LaBeouf, please.
we can hope, but I don't think we're gonna
I
get
don't think
that.
that's gonna.
Yeah, probably
That's the only thing. What are the other 2 things I said?
not. In talks, Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas.
To join.
I didn't look up who he's
Uncharted.
playing. I don't know if they announced who he's playing, but it's supposed to come out. The movie's supposed to come out in March, and it's got Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg, Antonio Banderas are all. I'm assuming he'll probably be the villain. It seems like Mark Wahlberg is his Sully, who's his mentor, father figure in the games. So I'm curious to see how this movie forms. I'm curious to see if it will have any sort of the storytelling that the games will had. So,
Huh.
but yeah, that's all. That's all I have on that.
And for the biggest news,
in
talks.
Star Wars is really pulling a J.K. Rowling with all this shit they've been doing recently. And they've now said, via the book, the novelization of Rise of Skywalker, that Palpatine is a clone. The Palpatine in that movie is a clone. Because they can just do that, apparently. They can just do that. They can just amend the movie as much as they want. And they said the other thing is that the kiss between Ben and Rey at the end is not romantic.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't feel it.
How many of your kisses are not romantic?
I think all my kisses are.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You can ask my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can ask me.
I guess so.
You could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're the one asking me.
I mean, it's dumb. Every time they do something, every time any, like, I don't know, like lore, just like, especially with the Harry Potter stuff too, it has a similar pattern.
It kind of feels like that.
And it's just like, doesn't fix the movie, doesn't do anything. I don't know why I firmly believe you should put everything in the movie. It's storytelling wise, but so when you're adding stuff to the book, or if I have to go watch a Fortnite thing to hear something that's supposed to be in their movie, I'm kind of
it's pretty bad.
It's kind of frustrating, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it. What do you guys think of that? What was your reaction when you saw the headline?
I just rolled my eyes.
Yeah.
I was just like, what's the point of even revealing this at this point? It doesn't even matter. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change my opinion of the movie.
Yeah.
So it's kind of pointless at this point.
I thought it was great. Nah.
Brett?
Yeah, it's kind of stupid. I mean, if every movie just started doing that, it'd kind of be like, okay. But we can't, like, forgive what they gave us. So, like...
we will never forget what we got.
I just wish, like, now that, like, when they release it to DVD, like, you just hear Palpatine go, I'm a clone.
Yeah, they get that. They the deleted scene in there. I love the reactions I was on Twitter, and people were just, like, retweeting, and were like, wow, the movie's fixed now. Wow, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
They did it.
I feel like that's what they're trying to...
Oh, yeah. They're totally trying. They've been backpedaling on this movie since it released. Do whatever they can.
God damn it.
Maybe next time just make...
a better movie.
Make a better movie.
But hey, they can't fuck up the next one, or I'm out.
That's it. That's where you...
I think if they fuck up High Republic, I...
What about Mandalorian? Mandalorian's great.
Yeah, it's barely holding me.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
we'll
see when season 2 comes.
I've really kind of thought about this the last few weeks, and these last 3 movies were really bad. Not really bad, but like they weren't great.
No, I disagree.
Yeah, I know.
We can
go back to
but
that.
continue.
But yes, I just think
discussion.
that like this storyline was kind of like not necessary in a sense. I just kind of wish that they had left it at episode 6
and just started
like a new like timeline kind of thing. Yeah, like young Yoda. I don't know, man. Like I like the only reason the Mandalorian is holding me is because like it's new and it's like fresh and it's like something different, and it's like whatever.
Yeah,
but also this like long period between like seasons is killing me. I gotta know.
Well, we'll know in a couple months. So
yeah, I know.
It's still a bit away, but yeah, that's all the news for this week. So let's roll into what I wanted to talk about with you guys today is remakes. Remakes are very common nowadays. As I said at the top, they're usually great ways to make a buck on a pre-existing IP, as Disney likes to do with their reimaginings, as they have quoted their these live-action remakes as. Hollywood has, as I was looking into these, there's a lot of different terms that are used. Remakes is the most broad, but there's a reboot, there's a reimagining. Everyone has their own definition. Like Disney, as I said, specifically says reimagining. A lot of the more like bigger IPs, like something like Godzilla or Batman, they always say reboot when they're just kind of like taking the character into a new movie, not necessarily carrying over any sort of storyline or plot from previous ones. But what are you guys' like initial thoughts when you hear something like a remake getting announced? Do you have like an initial like backlash towards it, or do you kind of roll with the punches on it?
I feel like more often than not, I kind of just like, why?
Yeah.
It depends, obviously. Like, I feel like some movies do benefit from remakes. Some remakes, but these are the exceptions, not the rule.
Mm-hmm.
Can be better than the originals, but at the same time, it's like sometimes they feel unnecessary. So
It's really hard to kind of step out of the shadow of
Yeah.
that original. So, what do you think, Brett?
Yeah, remakes I feel like are an alright thing. I definitely don't like how popular they have become.
yeah,
It kind of just seems like it's kind of taking over the whole movie industry. Is like remake this, remake that, remake this.
Yeah.
It's kind of getting old. But you brought up an interesting point that I wanted to discuss real quick.
Go on.
Is now that Bob Iger is out,
Yeah.
do you think that they will still be like pumping out as many like live action movies? Because he was the kind of spearhead for doing that.
I think as long as they keep making money, they're will.
gonna keep doing
Even the less successful ones, I'd say like the recent Maleficent probably was one of their lesser box office ones. Still did well enough to profit.
Damn it.
So that's the thing, and they have so many planned. Like there's a huge. You can go like on a Wikipedia and just see what's been announced,
Oh my God.
what's planned, and it's just if it exists, it might have a live action adaptation coming. There's probably ones that we don't even know about yet that they're working on.
yeah.
So, but I did have a couple interesting little tidbits before I talked about some of our maybe least favorite and favorite ones. The longest gap between original film and a remake, which was surprising to me. I didn't know this movie had a remake, so it was interesting to learn. Is The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari is a old silent German film.
I've heard of the original one.
Its original film came out in 1920. There was a remake that came out in 2005.
Wow.
So
I'm guessing it must have not done good.
it was a small film. It got mixed reviews. What I was reading about it, the interesting thing it did is that they took a lot of the original backdrops from the original movie, and used them as backdrops in the newer version of the movie.
Okay.
Which I thought was pretty interesting because it's very like if you've seen any.
And obviously the new one was not silent, right?
No, there's like dialogue they have added and things like that. It's also considered one of the first horror films that like kind of start the genre. So it's a very interesting movie. It's short. It's only like an hour, the original. So
You seen the original?
in one of my film classes, we watched it. Another one, the other two franchises I saw a lot of. I like movies that they would remake a lot. Dracula was one. So many versions of Dracula have come out over the years. Like I got a quote for like around 60 movies.
60.
Not necessarily calling Dracula,
Yeah,
but telling the
Dracula.
story. Yeah. Another one that was frequently told is A Christmas Carol. That
That
was about
makes
20
sense,
movies I saw. And there was freaking like Stars Born's remade a couple of times now. Like a lot of the old horror movies have been remade, like Frankenstein, things like that.
I was gonna say Frankenstein. I feel like has been
Yeah.
made a couple times.
King Kong.
King Kong has
King
been,
Kong,
a
yeah.
couple of King Kongs have come out, and we're getting more King Kong as well. Did you see anything on the Disney list, by the way, that you pulled up? Anything?
Yeah.
I did. I'm very disappointed, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
There wasn't actually a lot
It
much.
wasn't a lot? But what was disappointing specifically?
This one upcoming movie that I was hoping for, Hercules, as
you're
we all
hoping for
know,
Hercules.
is not happening. But they're going to be making a live action Sword in the
I
Stone.
know that. Yeah,
They've
that's
been,
gonna be.
That's cool.
That's coming out to Disney Plus, I think.
Listen, I never watched that movie. I don't care for it. And another thing, The Hunchback.
I'd be down for a Hunchback, possibly.
I don't know.
That's also been a story that's been done a couple times too. That was like 5 or 6 movie versions of that have come out.
And Snow White, like I don't know about that one, but I mean I guess you have to at this point.
And plus, like some of their Disney's like existing IPs, like Pinocchio. There's a Guillermo del Toro version coming separate from Disney.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of like that's why Snow White. There was 2 live action Snow Whites in the same year. Which was like
Mirror,
the Huntsman
Mirror,
and then Mirror Mirror.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a lot. But rather than if you want to continue talking negative, we can talk about maybe remakes that we didn't enjoy as much, or if you want to jump into some maybe remakes that we actually enjoyed a lot. And I don't know if I told you stipulation, but you don't necessarily have to seen the original movie. This is just purely off
because I haven't seen the originals
That's
of
fine.
the ones I chose.
purely off your watch of the movie you think is good alone. That's a remake. So, did you?
Does that change anything?
No, I mean I'm still just gonna say my list.
I have a couple wrote down. But let's just start with the good. Let's start with the good movies. So I wrote down a couple, but the one I really want to talk about first is King Kong. Since you brought it up, the 2005 King Kong,
The one by Peter Jackson.
the one by Peter Jackson, I really like. I like that one a lot when it came out. I've watched it a couple times. It's a very long movie, but I still
It's
rewatched
like 3
it.
hours.
But it's expands a lot on this original story, adds a lot more on the island, and a lot more in not as much as in the city, but you get a lot more exploration on the island itself. But you have a good cast too, with like Jack Black. Just have a great time with Jack Black, Adrian Brody,
Naomi
Watts. Andy Serkis is King Kong in that, which is really cool too. So
He is?
he is, yeah,
How did I not know?
I just wanna get something out of the way real quick.
yeah.
Is give me a motherfucking high five right here, pal, cause me too.
You got it up?
That's on me.
What did you like? What do you like about it?
I like you said, I like that they expanded more on like the not history, but like the island of King Kong.
Like the mythology.
Yeah, the mythology of King Kong and like how they brought in that like tribe of people who like worship him.
Yeah.
And that's really cool. And then I think the scene that I like the most is when like they're both playing on ice in the city.
Oh,
And like you just like see King Kong like acting all innocent and shit. And then there's that moment where like he sees danger and boom, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really good, really action-packed movie. It's a lot of fun. I think the only thing is it is very long. I think an extended edition of it is like over 3 hours. I think it's like 3.5 hours. I remember one time just spending that was just a whole day on that movie. That was
Jesus.
But it was enjoyable at least. So yeah, big fan.
That's good.
Big
Yeah,
fans.
me too. Yes.
Yeah, Kong Skull Island, also really good. I knew that was on your top of the decade, but the newer Kong that came out in 2017.
Kong Skull Island.
Kong
yeah.
Skull
Okay,
Island.
yeah.
Yeah, all the good solid
I thought you said something else. And I was like Conklin. And I was like,
Conklin, you know.
like the right tackle that the Giants are about to sign. Yeah.
Daniel, hit us with one of your enjoyed remakes.
I really liked this movie when it first came out, and I've seen it a few times throughout the years, and it's Ocean's 11.
Ah, that's a good one.
Which I guess is considered to be better than the original by a lot of people.
Frank Sinatra ain't no bitch though.
But I don't know. I just really like that movie. Like, I love a good heist movie, and I think that movie has a great cast. They all have good chemistry. A lot of big names.
Yeah.
It's like all the big names.
Yeah, all the big names.
That's all of them, yeah.
So I really like that movie, and I rewatched it like fairly recently. I want to say within the last like 2 years, and I think it holds up.
Steven Soderbergh has perfected. He's done a lot of heist movies.
Yeah.
Like he's done those three, and then he did like Logan Lucky, and I thought there was something else he did. But he's done a lot of heist movies, and he does a great job of like just kind of like interweaving storytelling and like just kind of keeping you like on your toes, like what's going to happen next. So very enjoyable in those movies. So I agree. Have you? So you haven't seen the original?
I haven't seen the original.
I think I have seen the original. I saw it a long time ago, but I just remember the Rat Pack. Just running crime. So
Hell yeah.
Brett, why don't you say when it be yours?
Your other one.
My other
Sure,
one,
another one, yeah.
would actually be the newest Jumanji. Not the newest one, actually. The one before this one.
Okay.
The first.
Welcome to the
remake.
Jungle.
Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That Jumanji.
Yeah.
That one's really good.
I really thought that it was very different, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Being in the game was a lot different than actually playing the game. So
It's a nice spin on that.
it is a nice spin.
Yeah.
It was a nice, fresh
Yeah.
breath of fresh air. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that the movie was a very pleasant surprise. Like in theory and concept, it sounded like I was like, no, this movie's gonna be bad.
The movie shouldn't have worked as well as it did.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be that good.
Yeah.
And the movie was just like very enjoyable, very funny, great, really well cast.
Yeah.
Like everyone has good chemistry. Jack Black is fucking great in that movie.
Yeah.
So
Steals the show. Another Jack Black.
Another Jack Black
Another
movie.
Jack
yeah.
Black movie. Yeah.
I think you'll see a
So-
theme here. No, you won't.
Daniel, why don't you hit another one?
So the other one is a bit of a more obvious choice, but it's A Star Is Born. That movie I just grabbed me from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper have great chemistry. I haven't seen any of the other versions. I do know that the one from I think from the 50s with Judy Garland is very well regarded. And I at some point am probably gonna watch it. And that was Judy Garland's like.
Can't believe you haven't seen it.
Wow.
Wow. A movie you haven't seen?
Wow.
That was like kind of like Judy Garland's like return because she hadn't done anything in a while, and then she
Right.
came back and she did that movie to great acclaim. A lot of people thought she was robbed because she didn't win an Oscar that year.
Wow, and you want to see it?
I'm sure.
Wow.
But yeah, I really like that movie. I thought that movie was a really, like, for being a story that has been told 3 times before, I thought they did a really good job telling it for modern audiences. So, yeah.
All right. So I have my other one. This might be a surprise. I don't know if you guys saw this version. Fright Night. Did you guys see the new Fright Night?
I did not.
I did not.
The
you
one
know-
with Colin Farrell,
the one with
right?
Colin Farrell. Do you know Fright Night?
I know.
Do you know?
No.
So it was an 80s film, and it was remade back in 2011. It had Anton Yelchin, Colin Farrell, Toni Collette, and David Tennant. But their neighbor's a vampire, and he kind of gets into their life, and they're having to fight him off. And David Tennant is like this like Chris Angel like magician. Who they recruit to help them fight this vampire, and it's just like really like fun. It was kind of surprising how much I liked it. It was actually a really good time. Colin Farrell's great in it too, but it's a very good movie. I would recommend if you haven't seen it. Definitely one of those movies that's I think it kind of got brushed under when it came out. So
Interesting.
I remember hearing good things about it. I remember saying
Yeah.
that the remake, and it kind of like didn't do as well box office wise,
No.
but I remember hearing really positive things
yeah, it was
about
solid.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I did write some other ones that good ones as well.
Yeah, I had a couple ones that stood out to me.
I'm not gonna talk about them. I'll shout them out. The Fly is another one that I really liked.
I really like the most recent Jane Eyre with Michael Fassbender and Mia Wazowska.
No,
Yeah, say that 5 times fast.
obviously The Departed, another one.
Scarface.
Scarface is another great example. The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Nice little fun classic. There's been a lot over the years, but there's also been
Some
quite
bad
a lot
ones.
of bad remakes. Now, this could be in your own interpretation. I'm sure a Disney one will show up at some point between the three of us.
Not for me.
No,
I'm guessing maybe for
one
you.
for me, and I'm assuming one for Brett possibly.
You bet your sweet ass, Derek.
So I'll start. I'll start with the obvious one, I guess. Mine's The Lion King.
Oh.
I will say The Lion King, purposely because it is the exact
same
movie.
movie.
It doesn't add anything. It almost takes away the emotion the original had. A fun voice cast does not help your movie. And
Nope.
if it's not going to do anything to improve on it or, go aside with it, why do it? And I've already ranted about this movie enough, so that's where I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to continue
You know what?
on.
I'll jump on the Disney train.
Jump on the Disney train.
I
And
know
I'll
which
jump
one
on the
you were
Disney
gonna
train.
say.
And mine will be Aladdin.
Aladdin.
To me, it just didn't seem like it grabbed you just the same. I felt like I really was staring at a set and not like an actual location
Yeah.
at some parts. And I mean, I've talked about this before, and I really didn't like it.
Yeah.
I think it was my worst movie of 2019.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I do agree with you on that.
I thought it was not great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel, hit us with
So one of mine, and this is purely because I just didn't like what they did with the new version, is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the one with Johnny Depp. I just
Interesting.
don't care for that movie just because I love the original one so much. And I just think this movie was kind of like very meh for me. I don't like Johnny Depp's interpretation of Willy Wonka. I think it's too weird. It's like he's trying to be too edgy, like too different, and it just doesn't work for me.
I will. I'm not gonna die by my sword for this movie. I did enjoy this movie as a kid a lot. I watched it quite a few times. I had fun with this, and
I'm not saying it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
I just don't care for.
but
it.
I get it. It's definitely
opposed to-
definitely out there in terms
Yeah.
of what Johnny Depp's doing. So
Yeah.
you're not wrong. I
As
wouldn't say you're wrong
opposed
say that.
to the original one, I just don't care for this interpretation. A lot of people do like it, and it introduced that story to a new generation. But it's mainly my main issue is just Johnny Depp's portrayal of Willy Wonka.
Yeah, he's no Gene Wilder. So.
Exactly.
I'm an
And
original
that's the
boy on
thing.
that one, too.
What's that?
I'm an original boy on that one, too.
Yeah.
Gene Wilder made that.
Gene Wilder
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Another one I want to trash is
Yeah.
the Tom Cruise Mummy. What a dog shit movie
A dumpster fire.
this movie was. I could not believe this movie when I watched it. There's so much universe setting up in this movie that's unbelievable. It's just they make. Have you guys seen this movie?
No.
Either of you?
No.
I'm gonna spoil it right now.
No,
'cause
I don't care. I read the like synopsis.
Tom Cruise becomes the mummy by the end.
Oh.
He is the mummy.
Stop right there, because you could already. Yeah, it's already stupid.
Also, did you guys know Russell Crowe is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in this movie?
Yeah.
And all they do to make him Mr. Hyde is make his like eyes red. That's it. They don't do anything different to him to make him look any like much different than his usual self. It's very lazy. It's just a really bad movie, really bad script. They have no idea what they're doing. And I did not enjoy my time with it. So
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
yeah,
Interesting.
what do you got?
This is gonna be one hot one.
This is gonna be a hot take.
This is gonna be like a 400 degrees right straight out the oven onto your plate,
Hit it.
ready to go. Godzilla.
The newest Godzilla.
The newest Godzilla,
Not the last one we just saw.
No, they have the last one we just saw.
Okay.
King of
Which
Monsters?
Yeah,
this is surprising because
this is very surprising.
when we watched it between the two of
I
us,
thoroughly enjoy it.
you gave a more positive review than me.
Yes, but here's my issue
You are a Godzilla.
and my pickle.
Yeah.
My pickle with this movie is that I wish that they had better dialogue throughout the whole movie.
Yes.
I mean, we can move on from the, whole, like, just watching the monsters kind of thing, but I just kind of wish that, like, they developed the dialogue a little more and made it more interesting a little bit. But I mean, like, obviously, it's near and dear to my heart, but
Yeah.
I just wish that they did more with it.
I agree with you because
Yeah.
they have these human characters and they do not do enough to make me want to care about them or give them anything interesting to say. I say the only interesting character is still in those. Oh, I guess the only one is Ken Watanabe.
Yeah.
He's the only like good character in that movie, and then
And they fucking kill him.
and they kill him.
But goddamn it was worth it.
It was an epic.
That
It was an epic way to go out
fucking
too.
worth it.
That was a really good scene.
Goodbye.
That's what exactly happens in the movie
Yep.
too.
I was actually just doing what he did.
I know, but
yeah.
I went for it regardless.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
one of the
Okay.
remakes I recently did not like.
Yeah.
Actually, both of the Godzillas, if we're gonna get real honest here.
Yeah.
Like the one with the 2015 one, right?
Both, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And that one was.
It was meh.
Yeah.
Daniel.
The other one is, I mean, I don't hate it or anything. It was just very forgettable, and I saw it when it first came out, and it's the day the Earth stood still with Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah, I forgot they did that.
The original one is supposed to be like a sci-fi like classic,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very well regarded. And I just remember feeling underwhelmed when I saw this movie, and I just like it was instantly forgettable, and I don't have much to add to it because I don't really remember it. I just remember I
didn't see it when it came out, but I didn't hear good things about it either. So maybe that was one to skip.
Yeah.
The last thing I asked you guys to do with this is to basically create. If you had the power to create something, recreate it as a movie. I asked you to pick the movie, and then if you wanted to cast or direct or whatever you wanted to add to it, you may also add as well. I'm gonna go because I'm really excited. What I had, I had a breakthrough last night.
I had a breakthrough earlier today.
So, start off. You guys remember a little film called The Warriors? Do you know The
Yes.
Warriors?
The one.
Warriors.
Yes.
Come out.
I've never seen it, but I know what it is.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good movie.
It's a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
So, remake that. You give it to the Safdie brothers.
Ooh.
Give it to the Safdie brothers. Let them do The Warriors because with good time and Uncut Gems, they can do this like hour and a half, 2 hour just like adrenaline rush movie. And I think you could probably pump some more into The Warriors, casting wise. I got you covered.
Oh, shit! You spoil me.
Yeah. Let me find my cast list. I wrote down quite a few names because
Jesus.
First off, I think the lead, Lakeith Stanfield. I think you give it to him. I think he'd be a great lead. He's the
Okay.
leader of the Warriors in this. I have lost my list.
Would that be his first ever major?
I mean, by me, yes.
Okay, yeah.
What else? Let me see. I'm not gonna shut them all out, but Daniel Kaluuya I think could be pretty good in this. The villain, I think, give it to Robert Pattinson. I think you give him the Warriors come out to play.
Okay.
I think he can like twerk it up a little bit more.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah. I said Jordan Peele is the guy who's like doing the DJ throughout.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
the
yeah.
announcements
Yeah.
throughout the whole thing. I put like Tessa Thompson as like the girl that's with them at one point.
Okay.
Who joins up. Mahershala Ali is their former like the warlord at the beginning. He's that guy. I put Michael B. Jordan. I have like a lot of Michael B. Jordan, Chadwick Boseman, Stephen Yeun, Austin Butler. Yeah, I have a huge list. I also forgot some of these names from the movie because they're interesting. They had interesting names. Like the main guy in the Warriors is called Swan. They all had their own code names. Vermin, Rembrandt, Cowboy, the Luther the villain, Cleon. A lot of interesting names, but that would be my movie. I think that would be an interesting take, especially with them. So I think they could like ramp up like the intensity in that movie. So
It's pretty good.
yeah,
That's pretty good.
Daniel, you go ahead.
Me?
Yeah,
Why doesn't Brett go next?
because I pointed at you, Daniel.
Because you're on your fucking phone already.
Because I wanted to add something to my thing.
Brett, all right, go ahead.
No. I added it already.
Daniel, all right, go ahead.
So, this is a movie that is based on a stage production.
Jesus fucking
All right, here we
Christ.
And the original movie
Is
frustrates
this even
me
a
lot.
remake?
Yeah, no. Because it's been made before.
Oh, so Hello Dolly.
Yes.
Should have saw it
Because
coming.
the original Hello Dolly did not do justice to the stage production.
Let me tell you something. Hold on. Can I make some guesses really quick?
I'm not going to cast any Broadway actors.
No, yeah, that's fine. I got you. All right, here we go. How old does Dolly have to be?
I'm not going to...
No,
No, let me
but
say...
how old does she have to be? Like, just give me an age range and I got you.
Mid-40s, early 50s.
Mid 40s, early 50s? Okay. All right, so here's what we got. Here's who he's...
It's not going to be predictable choices.
He's going to cast. Ready?
Let him have his moment.
Donna Murphy. He's going to have her do it.
Okay.
Are you sure about that?
I'm a stick.
He's going to lock it down.
Okay.
I'm going to let you go.
Lock.
Okay, so I think this is a movie that deserves a good interpretation, screen interpretation. And I think if someone can make it work, is Greta Gerwig. Of course, she would have to write the script. She has expressed interest in writing and directing a musical, so I think that could work. The cast, it took me a while to kind of figure out who I would cast. Some of these were more obvious than other ones, but I finally landed on a good cast that I think could work, and they could have
Daniel, are you
chemistry.
going to like pull out of your jacket like the first 10 pages of this script, by the way?
No. As Dolly, I would cast Amy Adams, because she can sing and she has the comedic chops.
Okay.
As the love interest and kind of foil of Dolly,
Is that Hello? Is his name Hello?
no, is Horace Vandergelder. I would cast Steve Carell, because
Okay.
he can be the...
Can he sing?
I don't know if he can sing. The character only has 2 songs.
Okay.
Oh,
So
well,
I
that's
feel
still
like-
singing.
But it doesn't have to be like a great singer. But I
Okay.
feel like the comedic moments, Steve Carell, and then like because he's like a grumpy kind of like character, I feel like Steve Carell could really nail it.
Okay.
There's two like other couples in the story.
Okay.
So one of them I would put Emma Stone as Irene Molloy,
Okay.
and then Ben Platt as Cornelius Hackle.
I
Can't
fucking
believe you-
dude,
I can't believe you didn't say Ben
I
Platt.
was gonna say Ben Platt. But I was like, oh, he can't be Dolly.
You knew his ass was going to be in
I was
there.
like, oh, he can't be Dolly. So who else would he play?
So they're one of the other couples, and then I would cast as they're like kind of a little younger, and then younger. I have Gatton Matarazzo from Stranger Things as Barnaby Tucker, and then Rachel Ziegler, who's gonna be in the West Side Story remake as Minnie Faye. So yeah,
It's quite the name.
that's it.
That's it. All right.
All right.
How are you going to follow that?
Yeah, seriously. I don't have that big of a fucking cast. Or do I? What's up? Assassin's Creed.
Oh!
Yeah.
All right.
And my director... Did you
Okay.
say your director? Oh, yeah, you said Greta Gerwig.
Greta Gerwig. Yeah.
Mine would be Peter Jackson.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like he is like a master in like getting you into the world
Yeah, that would be really cool.
and like putting you in there.
Yeah.
I think that'd fucking work. I
think
don't
you
know.
I think you could
I
do
don't
it.
know.
I'm
A 3-hour Assassin's Creed movie.
I'm on board.
I'm in for it. Now hear me out.
Okay.
My lead assassin, my assassino.
Yeah.
I have 3.
Okay. Let's hit him.
All right. Henry Cavill.
Okay.
I would take that.
I could see that. Yeah.
He could be like a brute kind of like assassin. Or, for the more nimble assassin, we could always go Michael Fassbender.
You give him a chance. You give him another shot.
I'll give him another shot. I'm giving him another shot.
I think he could. I think
he played it very well.
Yes.
I thoroughly enjoyed that movie.
Yes.
But I would want another one.
Yes.
And maybe give him another shot.
I think so. I
in
agree.
A different area of time. My other one is Toby Stevens from Black Sails.
Toby Stevens from Black Sails.
Kind of looks exactly like Michael Fassbender.
Okay. Can you pull him up for us?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Let me do that for you. And I've also thought about other assassin-like characters. And of course, I have to throw in my Kings of the North. Richard Madden and wow,
I am blanking on his name too.
Forgettable name.
I'm seeing his face and okay, yeah.
I think this guy.
I've seen this guy.
Yeah. Jeremy Stevens, I think he could do it.
Yeah.
Kit Harington. I can see Kit Harington doing it.
Now let me ask you a follow-up. Have you thought about an era that they would be going to? Where would your assassin's bloodline take him?
Listen, I was gonna go Egypt.
Oh,
I was gonna go Egypt, but then I played Origins, and that shit was kind of not great for me. And then I was thinking, maybe ancient Greece, but that didn't work out for me either because I'm not really feeling Odyssey right now. And Derek.
Hit me.
If I got Henry Cavill to play my motherfucking assassin, we're going to the American Revolution.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yes.
And I mean, if we're going to go Michael Fassbender again, it's pretty hard. But hear me out.
Okay, hit me with it.
World War II era movie.
Okay.
And he's an assassin for America. Or maybe he's like a deep assassin for like a deep undercover. I don't know.
And then he holds up the wrong 3.
Yeah. He holds up the wrong 3, and then, he just stabs Hitler 20 times.
This is,
I mean, same with this guy.
Yeah.
Toby Stevens. Mm-hmm. Now, my assassin master. Because every assassin has to have their assassin
Daniel
master.
knows this, yeah.
Yes, Daniel knows this. He's played the fucking video games.
Yes.
I have actually, the first 2.
Wipe your fucking foreheads, because this is coming in.
Wiping it right now.
Wesley Snipes.
Ooh. Okay, yeah.
I think that Wesley Snipes as the master assassin training Henry Cavill, let's say, would be fantastic.
I want to pre-order this ticket right now. I'm in for this movie.
You know what? I'm gonna fucking write it up tonight.
Yeah,
I'm gonna write it up tonight.
I'm
pitch this shit to Peter Jackson. But yeah, that's my movie that I would remake.
That's great. That was really good.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I just want to let you know that I thought about that 5 minutes before.
I was gonna say you came up with all that 5 minutes before, and that's even better.
Yeah.
Which movie would you guys want to see? Go ahead and tweet at us or hit up on Instagram and @ActionPod and tell us which movie you liked or what movie you would remake. Now, let's talk about the movie that we saw. I don't think did you end up seeing it?
I did not. No.
So we saw The Invisible Man. And I would say it falls into the latter, the better. What did we talk about first, right?
Yes.
It's a good movie.
Former.
It's a very good movie. Former. So Daniel, hit it.
So Invisible Man is remake / adaptation, loosely based on H.G. Wells's book, but it's modernized, and it's done very well.
Yeah.
It's very standalone. Obviously, I don't think they're worried about, because at some point we were supposed to have an Invisible Man with Johnny Depp.
He could have been in the movie for all we know. We don't know.
So this was totally different. Written and directed by Lee Wannell, who we've said it. I think we said it last week. Did Upgrade and then Insidious 3, and he co-created the Insidious and Saw franchises.
Yes.
But this movie, I don't know, like, I wasn't like super iffy going in because I kind of like word of mouth had been positive, but I still didn't know what to expect, and it was really good.
I will say, it was surprising how good this movie was because it does not have a good trailer. It does not really showcase what kind of movie it really is. And the trailer kind of makes it seem like it's like a really kind of like cut of the middle
dry
horror movie. Yeah. But it has a lot more thought, a lot more like tension and like suspense throughout. Elizabeth Moss is fantastic.
Oh yeah, she's
great. She does a great performance. There's a lot of great scenes. particularly I can think of right now, but I won't say too much, just not to spoil it.
Yeah, we're not.
What I really liked is just the a lot of good cinematography and a lot of good work creating the Invisible Man. It's very believable in the story they set up.
That's another thing, is that they made it very believable.
Yeah.
They made it like this could happen.
Yeah.
You know, like, as outrageous as it may sound, like the way they portray it in the movie is very believable.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I do like the so it's not just like Elizabeth Moss fighting. At points in the movie, she's fighting against the Invisible Man. It's not just her swinging at air and they're CGIing stuff around. There's a man in a green suit who they've taken out. So it's physically him throwing her around. It's very real. The way it's shot too kind of gives it this authenticity to it.
Yeah.
And then I was reading a lot about like the camera work in this movie, and it's just fantastic camera work. As I will keep saying, you gotta go watch Upgrade, because it's, if you thought this was good, Upgrade's got stuff that's just as good as well. So, I mean, that's it. I mean, I just say go see the movie.
Yeah, go see the movie. I do like that it also deals, like, they make it current.
Mm-hmm.
So it also deals with, like, some very, like, you know, like, real psychological issues, like, about the trauma of being, or of the after effects of being in an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
And kind of how that sticks with you pretty much throughout your life. Like I said, I don't want to spoil much, and there's also one particular scene that's very shocking and unexpected.
Yeah, I audibly gasped at the scene.
Yeah, you gasped, and I turned and looked at you, and you were just like, your mouth was agape.
Yeah,
and
did not see it coming.
Yeah, that scene too, like, both times I still was like, whoa.
No. Yeah, go check it out. It's definitely worth a watch in theaters. I think you were thinking about seeing it now. I think I talked about it the other day.
Right.
I was interested, yeah.
Yeah.
We highly recommend.
I'd see it again.
Yeah.
So I'll let you know.
Let me know.
Currently writing my pitch to Peter Jackson
Fantastic.
over Facebook. Yeah.
You know what? You'll have more time to do that when Daniel gives his other review.
A review
Perfect.
of a review of
I'll have
another
30 minutes then.
no. A review of another remake / adaptation, and it's Emma, based on the novel by Jane Austen, which was made. The previous movie adaptation was made in the 90s with Gwyneth Paltrow and Toni Collette. I looked it up. And this movie was very enjoyable. Like, I wouldn't say I loved it, but I really enjoyed it. It's very funny. It's definitely, like, very British humor. I did see it with Jan, and Jan also enjoyed it a lot. But we both kind of have a similar sense of humor, so I think we both laughed a lot. Really good cast. Anya Taylor-Joy is the main character, and she's really good in it. And then you have Bill Nye as her dad, and he's really funny. And then you have some other, like, British names, like a few people from Sex Education are in it, like 2 people.
Oh yeah, I saw the trailer has what's her
Lily.
name? Lily. Yeah.
And then Adam's in it, like for just a little bit.
Okay.
And then you have like some British names that they're not real super well known. It's directed by Autumn de Wilde, which I don't know who that is, to be honest.
I don't know her.
But it's a very charming period piece, and it's funny, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. It did make me laugh a lot. So,
okay. I wanted to go back to the Invisible Man real quick. Not to talk about the movie, but talk about other adaptations of it. Do you guys see The Hollow Man?
I did.
You guys watched that
yeah.
one? Okay. That was one because I was looking into like what was like considered like remakes and whatnot of this this original story, and that came up. And then another one I didn't know that they did there was a Invisible Man movie. It wasn't called that, but that was the concept. But it had Chevy Chase. He was an Invisible Man in the movie. I don't remember the name of it, but based on the reviews and how well it did, I don't think a lot of people remember this movie. So yeah, just type Chevy Chase Invisible Man. I'm sure that'll come up. Memoirs of an Invisible Man.
Is it supposed to be a comedy?
No.
No.
It's not. That's why people were surprised that Chevy Chase was in it.
Fantasy.
Yeah. There's a John Carpenter directed, so it was a known director who did it.
Who else is in it? Daryl Hannah?
Daryl Hannah.
And Sam Neill? What?
Yeah. Didn't know this movie existed. Didn't know Chevy Chase did non-comedy movies, so this was also interesting to find out. I was tempted to watch it. I have to go find it somewhere, so maybe one day I'll see it. I'll probably forget, but maybe one day.
Oh, just like how Daniel wants to watch
Just like how he wants to watch
the
that
1950s
Or
A Star Is Born or Your Name.
Yeah.
Oh.
Too. Oh, you know.
What a callback.
But I don't know. I had one more thing, one last thing, because I did tease it before we started recording to Daniel that I watched something for 10 minutes and I turned it off. It was another remake that was on Netflix. It was the Pokemon CG remake
of the movie.
of the first animated movie, and I had to shut it off because the animation did not look good at all.
That's not the one where Pikachu speaks, right?
No, not that one. Okay. This one is where Mewtwo speaks. I completely forgot the original. I knew the story wasn't gonna be anything like great because it's
Yeah.
But the animation was so like I don't know. It just didn't look good, especially coming off of like Detective Pikachu. Maybe that was also why, but it just didn't look great to me.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, I hate to see it. I shut it off. I may go back and rewatch the whole thing just for nostalgia reasons. That I don't know where I can watch the first one. But yeah, wouldn't recommend it.
I think you can watch it on Netflix.
The original?
I think so.
Oh boy, I better find that. Because Netflix, this is
go.
Netflix's movie because I think they bought the streaming rights to it. Because their branding came on for it when I started it. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
That is my quick hot take review of that.
Do you want to jump into any TV shows that you're watching?
I have not continued watching Hunters. I don't know if you two have.
No.
Have you? You finished Narcos though.
Yes, I did. Yes, I have finished. I have watched halfway through the first episode of Hunters.
So you watched a little bit more than you did before.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How far
Just
did you get this time?
I don't even know if this is halfway, but like it's when the main character walks in and his face is all black and blue and bloody. That's like probably the first 20 minutes.
That's still early in the movie, yeah. Or not the movie, the show.
It feels like a movie.
Feels like a movie.
Well, it is a movie. It's an hour and a half. That is a movie.
Yeah. Still just looking this up. Oh yeah, dude. They don't have the upside down fucking.
Oh, semi-pro?
Yeah.
My one was semi-pro tonight. Let's see. The little Jackie Moon. I know they put this show on here at one point. I was watching it, the original.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The TV, yeah.
They had that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pokemon movie.
They have a bunch of Pokemon movies, but do they have the correct movie? Is the real question. They got a Yu-Gi-Oh movie.
Was it that one? The Mewtwo?
No. I don't think they do.
Well, they did.
Well, yeah. Looks like not,
Oh well.
not anymore, unfortunately.
They took it out?
Darn.
It is not there anymore.
Pokemon the first movie.
Pokemon the first movie.
Could look that up straight up like that.
Yeah, it didn't pop up. They have like newer ones, but yeah.
Oh well.
Just watch the original series if you really got a nostalgia kick for Pokemon. So, but with that, I don't have anything else to talk about. Do you boys have anything?
I'm good.
All right. Well, that's this week's episode.
Yeah.
Brett,
Perfect.
where can they go to listen to us?
Derek, wherever they're listening to us now is a perfect place to listen to us.
Absolutely.
You got your usual Spotify, your iTunes. Make sure you follow us on both of those, and on iTunes, make sure you rate us 5 stars and leave us a nice little comment. And on Stitcher, we're on Stitcher. iHeartRadio.
Haven't heard from them yet.
Haven't heard. Fuck iHeartRadio.
They said 3 to 7 weeks that.
Oh. But now you can listen to us with our 1 episode so far, 2 episodes so far. We're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube now. Yes, I have uploaded our last 2 episodes, including 3 now with this one, that are on our own YouTube channel, In Action Pod. We'll put the link for our channel somewhere. I think I'm currently the only subscriber as of right now, because I don't think I put it out anywhere. I only sent it to YouTube. And here they go quickly. Now there'll be 3 subscribers.
Yeah.
But yeah, we might add some additional content at a later date, but for now, it's just going to be current episodes for people who I know I think we actually had 1 or 2 comments asking if we were going to be on YouTube months ago. And I said, I had a comment, yes, eventually. Here it is. Eventually.
Who asked?
Someone on Instagram, I think, commented on one of our posts, and I said, yeah, we're planning on it. So that was back in summer, maybe fall. But we have only 2. Third one coming. Eventually, I want to get the whole back catalog on there, but it's quite time consuming to do that. To go through back all of our old re-edits. And I don't know if I will, because some of our I might try to fix our audio in a couple episodes too if I end up doing that. So, but there's no video, unfortunately. We're not recording it, so there's just a little just a kind of a B-roll of our logo with some little static key, just to give a little liveliness to it. But yeah, make sure you subscribe so you can see when we upload every week on Friday, and maybe in the future, maybe additional content besides episodes will come out. Who knows? I have nothing planned. I don't.
Wow.
Besides that, Daniel, where else can they follow us?
We're on Twitter and Instagram at AnActionPod.
Yes, and you can follow all of us individually on our social media platforms. I'm on Twitter at DRockMountain or on Instagram at TheRockyMountain.
And as usual, I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Brett J. Burke.
And I'm on Twitter at Denko89 and on Instagram at DenkoRomero89.
Thanks for tuning
Thank you
in.
for tuning in.
And cut.